Heard you.
Boom shaka laka, you already know the vibery. It is Sunday. Is Who Run the City. It's tea time. It's Big Fan Breezy. Uh, we in the building. You already know. I was excited for this weekend. You already know why. We gonna get into that. You know what I mean? It's smoke for these net fans. I need everybody who was talking crazy last week to pull up. This needs to happen. But shout out to my guy Jimmy J1 in the comments. You know what I mean? You already know the vibes. Boom shaka laka. You already know. Uh, Mrs. Nix is in the building. Watch your mouth, my guy. You already know who run the city. Ty West is in the building. Shout out to y'all. Big Fan Breezy is here, but you know he handling some stuff. He gonna be here in full effect shortly. You know what I mean? But before we start talking about the city game, I'm gonna wait till Big Fan Breezy is front and center. Pause. If that even is a pause before I get to doing what I do. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could start talking about the Knicks' last game, being that I didn't do a recap. Uh, we got washed up by the Bucks, man. For whatever reason, we just can't get a full team effort against the Bucks. Jalen Brunson definitely did his thing. Julius Randle didn't play as well as he has been for most of the month of December. Uh, And RJ Barrett, man, he got to be better on both ends of the basketball court. And we got to figure out a way to defend the 3 point line. We again, I said it the first, like not the first time, but I think like the second or the third time that we played. There go Big Fan Breeze. The second or third time that we played the Bucks is that we can't have uh, Malik Beasley going crazy, and he did have another big game against us. And our third option didn't show up. You know what I mean? And to me, that was the the telltale sign of the game. Of course I don't make no excuses because iHeart played really good. Uh, but we missed Mitch, and that was apparent, man. We had a hard time on the offensive glass. We gave up quite a few offensive rebounds, things like that. And we got to play the Bucks 5 times this season. That's nasty work, bro. That's nasty work. Like they like the best team in the NBA right now. Like that's nasty work. So you know what I mean? But it is what it is, bro. I'm, do I look worried? P Hood, do I look worried? I'm not worried at all. I'm, y'all light work. I'm not worried at all. But Big Fair Breezy here, I spoke a lot since I've been on. You got any opening remarks?
Yeah, man. I apologize to the fans. I'm definitely the reason why we was late today. I just got up. Um, and it is Sunday, and you know the city game did happen, but before the city game happened, we lost a lot of games. We lost to the Kings, we lost to the Utah Jazz, we lost to a lot of other efforts. The only moral victory we had was versus the Suns. We are 2-5 in our last 7 games. We beat the Pistons and we beat the Suns. Um, I thought Jacques Vaughn was a defensive style coach. I had to walk that back. Jacques Vaughn himself got on a podium and said that the drop coverage is something that we are experimenting on. Basically, it's not working. With 29 games in a season, after 28 games, I said we would be at least 15-13. That didn't come true. After 28 games, we were, I think, 14-14. Um, and I
No,
just
y'all were
thought,
13-13.
no, after 28, after 28, I
Oh,
think, I think, ultimately we didn't do a lot of the stuff I said that we were going to do, and now mainly one was be a top 10 defense. We weren't. You know what I'm saying? We got exposed on the 3-point line, and every team had their way with us. That's how they were beating us. Last seasons before this, we were teased about how easy it was for it to get to the paint with the Brooklyn Nets. Everybody was going in the paint, small offensive rebounds. Excuse me, and that's true. To drop defense, they make us a better interior defensive team, but defense is defense. I don't care if you're getting cooked on the outside or the inside. You got to play the whole 94 feet. You can't say, okay, well, they're not beating us this way, but if they beating us that way, it still hurts. That being said, I don't think that the Brooklyn Nets, regardless of how good the offense is going to be a better team unless we do that on the defensive side of the ball. Last night we played versus Detroit Pistons, a moral victory at best. Mikal Bridges had 29, but collectively as a team, I know me and you disagreed about DSJ, but DSJ is the spark of our team, man. We got Ben Simmons, Spencer, Cam Thomas, and that's pretty much it. We're down bad because we don't have Lonnie Walker, maybe Ben Simmons, but Ben Simmons was more of a facilitator, not necessarily putting pressure on the rim. And on top of him doing what he only did it for 6 games. Ben Simmons only played 6 out of 29 games. The Brooklyn Nets are having a rough act with Ben Simmons. That being said, I'm not even ready to get to the City game right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me regather myself. Before we even discuss the City game. Let's slow it down. You know what I'm saying? Because that's been in an uproar. You know what I mean? On the fence about Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. I said that we would be a top 10 duo as far as Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. Boy, was I wrong. So ultimately, I had to walk back a lot of the stuff that I said going into this Knicks game. But I'm gonna be honest with you, beating the Knicks would have made all of that better. I would have stuck my chest out. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. None of that happened. You know what I mean? So I'm shout out to the Nets fan that had been with me, helping me stay strong, keeping my Net fan spirit up. I'm gonna need you guys tonight versus these Knicks fans. They're here they're not here to coddle me. You know what I mean? So I need my Nets fans to hold me, have my back right now. Because it's about to, I know it's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's fitting to happen. Yeah, man. When it comes to the City game, I told y'all. I said KD and Kyrie ain't here no more. Things is changing. You said, oh, what'd you say? You said, oh, you think when we play you, we gonna be the same team we was last year? And guess what? Y'all got same way we did y'all last year. The same way. It's light work over here now. Y'all don't got KD and Kyrie to save y'all no more. It's disgusting. I'm not worried about the Nets no more. Before it used to be like, man, we gotta play the Nets tonight. It's gonna be a tough game. Now I'm like, it's a walk in the park. We beat y'all so bad, right? When at the end of the game, when DiVincenzo was doing his post-game interview, they was playing this a hard knock life in the Barclays. Y'all just lost. They started playing as a hard knock life. The arena sound people were sad. That's how we left the Barclays. We left the Barclays sad. Spencer Dan shitty. He's not him. Y'all need a new point guard. Oh man. And the way y'all doing Mikal Bridges. Oh, I got a message to Mikal Bridges. I seen some posts by some Net fans. He's not here right now, but he's gonna pull up late as usual. But this is Jay naming burgers after you with nasty subtitles about the burgers, about not as good as advertised and all that. Mikal, listen, man, I know you. We know where you want to be. You see your friends on the other side, and they're having a ball. They're winning basketball games. You know, They come into your home arena, washing you up, then they laugh about it into your face because that's what friends do. That's what friends do. You beat your friend, you call them on the phone. Man, it was nice washing you up. You know what's crazy? Mikal Bridges don't know what it feels like to win against the Knicks. Mikal Bridges don't know what it feels like to beat Jalen Brunson on his own team. He don't know that feeling. He don't know that feeling, man. It's hilarious. It's hilarious, man. It P Hub, if even if y'all are healthy, it won't make a difference. You think DFS is going no, not DFS, Dennis Smith Jr. is gonna be the guy to say no, he's not. I'm telling you he's not. He's not. He's not. He may be doing well defensively, but offensively, he's not. He's not gonna save y'all, bro. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I mean? Lonnie Walker might make the game a little bit closer. He might make the game a little bit closer, but y'all still gonna lose. Y'all still gonna lose, bro. Like it's not the same no more. These guys can't help you. And where is my boy Leaf? Where's Leaf? Somebody go find Leaf
Leaf
because
good, man. Leaf is good,
no
man.
no
He's
no
good.
no he's not good. He's not
He's
good.
good. Leaf
I
is
got
good.
work for Leaf. I got work for Leaf because I made a comment and I said, "Yo, uh, where is it?" I made a comment
Hold
and
on.
I said,
Why you find that? Let me speak to the Mikal Bridges thing. Just give me a second.
"Oh man, I think I might have deleted it."
Hold on, let me speak to the Mikal Bridges thing. For one, Mikal Bridges, when you came to the Barclays, not the Garden, the Barclays, you started wearing an orange pair of sneakers the same game you wore the Knicks. Listen to me, Mikal Bridges. First and foremost, you ain't never gonna be the greatest to have a team. First and foremost, know this: you came here for this to be your team. I see you on Podcast P. They say they gave you the keys to the city. If you can't handle the keys to the city, then give it to Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is in the driver's seat, like, yo, give me the keys. If you don't want the keys, then give me the. He's in the passenger seat, like, give me the keys. If you don't want the keys, I want the keys. It's okay. You don't have to be the man here. You want to play with it, and this is my thing with him. When I seen him, for one, we forgave you, Mikal Bridges. You came here, you said, "Oh yeah, I love to play in the Barclays, bruh." First off, you started. That's how you started. I'm not. This has got nothing to do with your game. This is how the energy you brung
Oh
here.
yeah, there.
So hold on. You brung that energy here. So don't make it seem like the fans is against you. Don't make it seem like Jay is wrong for making that burger with cheese a comment. So my point
Oh no, you
is,
can't see it. Oh, you can't see it. You can't
just
see it.
read what
That's
he
all right. Go
said.
ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just read what he
yeah.
said.
Your boy Leaf. And I said, yo, DFS is gonna have his hands full with Julius Randle. He said, Finney Smith going to have his hands full with Julius Randle. Man, question mark.
Wait, let's wait till Leaf get here because he'll pop
I
up.
said,
I don't want to go in on Leaf when I know he's going to
I,
show up.
and I revisit this. I have no problem revisiting
Look, let
this.
me let me let me
Yeah,
finish
but
the
yeah, go ahead.
Mikal Bridges thing. See, the difference between Mikal Bridges and Cam Thomas is this: Cam Thomas is drafted here. Mikal Bridges wasn't. Mikal Bridges have this fascination about the Knicks and the Villanova guys and what happened over there. But the truth is, Mikal Bridges, is that that's not what it is in the NBA. There's no F in NBA. There's no National Friends Basketball Association. Mikal Bridges, you lost your competitive spirit when you played the Knicks. They find your competitive spirit. They said, let me hold that for the rest of the game. You know why? Because we friends. Jalen Brunson busting your ass. And what you do, you want to act like it's okay to smile with them. That's why Jay put what he put. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If you can't take what we doing, ain't no hell you're going to be able to take what the Knicks fans will do to you if you don't play well. And T-Time know this. You know how much Kev, to my knowledge, and T-Time vouch for Randall. But there's a bunch of fans that go against Randall. Randall could have a bad game for one game. They remember that bad game for 5 games, and he'll be going off for 10 games. So case in point, Mikal Bridges, if you can't handle that kind of smoke from us, there's no way possible you can handle the Knicks fans, bro. Case in point, Mikal Bridges, you here. You supposed to want us. You supposed to love us. You supposed to cherish the fans, embrace us and what we got going on. Not make us feel like you ready to get traded. Why the hell you wearing orange sneakers? You just don't even match the black and white uniform. But if you match the Knicks uniform, this is the shit that I be talking about. You come out here and you having piss poor games. And I'm gonna give credit to Jock Vaughn when it come down to Mikal Bridges. Every opportunity that a star or going into a star or being a superstar is supposed to have clutch shots at the basket, 5 minutes or less, 1 minute or less. Jock Vaughn has been putting Mikal Bridges in situations, advantage situations, to put Mikal Bridges in winning situations for him to be the man, for him to be the hero, for him to be the guy. You not stepping up. You missed a bunch of game winners, a bunch of bunnies, a bunch of layups. You had a bunch of opportunities that for fans to feel the way they feel about you, Mikal Bridges. It's because of your productivity. It got nothing to do with the way you look or what you like after the game, what you eat before the game. It got nothing to do with your personal life. We ain't got no strikes against you. But at the end of the day, productivity is productivity. And you haven't had that, bro. You've been selling more than you've been winning. So we giving you that work. We don't want you to feel like, oh, these fans are too mean. Let me go to the Knicks fan base. Nah. I say this, and I don't want to be long-winded, so I'm going to land a plane after I say this. Mikal Bridges, look me in my net fan eyes, and I want you to resonate with my net fan soul. I want you to know that if you mentally tapped out and you want to be a Knicks, you're never going to be great as a Brooklyn Nets. You got to fully invest, fully buy into being a Brooklyn Nets player. Give it all you got here. Your friends ain't going nowhere. They're going to be your friends whether you're successful on this team or not. But case in point, you got to give it your all. Stop half-assing it. Just because you play every game don't mean you giving it your all. You could be out there exhausted. Maybe Jay said this the other day. He said maybe you should take a day off. You know what I'm saying? So you could come back rejuvenated and revitalized. But my point is, again, not to be long-winded, give it all you got, Mikal Bridges. This is the team, the first team that gave you the opportunity to be the man. What you do with it is on you. Don't give us the impression that you ready to leave us just because we mad at you for not balling out. We want you to hoop. I am done.
Mikal Bridges, man. Listen, you come on over. Come on over. We know where you want to be, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. You ain't got to deal with all that. You know where we know where you want to be. But I want to address some comments. P Hood Cat. I addressed this last podcast. 8 of our 12 losses is from the top 3 teams in the NBA, right? You got the Bucks, which we played, I think, our third time. No, we played our third time. 2 against the 2 against whatchamacallit, the Boston Celtics, 3 against the Boston Celtics.
Bucks,
and but whatever. The Celtics and the Timberwolves, right? That's where both of our losses come. And as far as beating 500 teams, we beat quite a few 500 teams. We beat Miami, we beat Cleveland. We beat the Suns, we beat the Lakers, we beat the Clippers. Like, those are all 500 teams. So that narrative got to cut it out. We've played the top 3 teams more than anybody else in the NBA so far. You know what I mean? So that narrative got to cut it out. You feel me? And you should be more kind because we just knocked y'all under a 500 team. The primary reason y'all not a 500 team right now is the New York Knickerbockers. So it need to be respect in your typing when you're talking about the Knicks. Because y'all under 500 because of us. Y'all went into the game 13-13. Y'all left the game 13-14. And now y'all 14-15. You feel me? So Y'all got to cut that narrative out. You feel me? But as far as Mikal Bridges go, you know where we want to be at. You know where you want to be at. It's all good, bro. It's all good. You ain't got to listen to this. Come and be with your Villanova friends. Come and be with your Villanova friends, man.
That's corny. That's corny. That shit
Yeah,
is
yeah, come
corny.
be with your Villanova friends.
They didn't think
That's and you know what? Let me say why. I'm not just saying this corny. I'm saying this corny like you act like just we in this. Where's your competitive spirit? Just because where's your competitive spirit? So what you do? You look over there, you see the Knicks playing well, and we not playing well. You say, "Wow, I wish I was there." That's corny, bro. You supposed to be running the city with the keys to the city. You supposed to look Brunson in his eyes and say, "This is my city." You did not do that. You don't be talking like that. We need you to let your nuts hang. We need you to, pardon my language. We need you to let your nuts hang, Mikal Bridges. You want to hang with the Knicks? You need to let your nuts hang. You the one out here playing passive, going. It's a going for the game. You put pizza pie layups, dunk on him, create contact, get to the line. This is what every professional, every superstar do at the end of the game. You avoid contact. Let me tell you something, bro. That game you playing is Western Conference basketball. In Eastern Conference basketball, you get physical. You don't avoid contact. You go to the contact. You create contact. You become more of a physical player playing from the Brooklyn Nets. If you think that your game is the same from the Suns to the Nets, you are wrong. Your defense, it ain't what it was. It's a reputation at this point. True word. Case in point, revert back to that defensive side of the ball. You came over here thinking, oh, it's all about getting buckets to be a superstar. It ain't. Your defense is subpar. You definitely can play better defense. And that being said, if your ass was on the Knicks and your ass was playing defense like that, Tibbs would sit your ass. So don't try to clamor over being with the Knicks and being with your friends. You need to get business taken care of right here in Brooklyn. You trying to leave up to go to the Knicks. I hope that ain't true. I've been backing you before you got
Yo,
here. As soon as I seen that, I was backing you, bro. What happened,
yo,
T-Tom?
yo, addressing comments, man. Wait, not that one. Uh,
That's a good comment.
uh
Shout out to Brock, but
yo, so look, or not, that ain't gonna be like that for long. Don't you worry. Uh,
yeah, we're gonna get
Brunson
108.
didn't have to. Brunson didn't have to give y'all 40 because DiVincenzo gave y'all 23. Y'all got role players wilding y'all up. Our role players started wilding y'all up. So why Brunson going hard when his man's it just gave y'all 23 and having a great game? We beat y'all by like 18, by 19, right? We beat y'all by 19. So like, what we talking about? Julius Randle gave y'all 29. Why does Brunson got to give you 40 when
Bro,
Julius
that's
Randle gave
that's
y'all
that's
20?
P Hood.
Oh,
He's just a
26. Excuse
comment.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hold on. When we say no. Shout out to P Hood, but I can't listen. Don't do that, P Hood. You put me in a bad situation. Who the bro? He didn't score 40. So what? Like I gotta deal with T Time. You don't. You just in the comments, bro. Come on, bro. You talking about he didn't score 40? Who gives a fuck? They won by 19, bro. Come on, don't. I need the next fans to give me better comments than
yo,
that, bro.
and that's the
Shout
crazy.
out,
And
let me put that Brock word comment up. What he say? He
so
said 107 and 104. Let's stick with that
So
comment right there.
we could address that. But look, so look, it was. But this is Jay said something earlier too. It was two bad teams playing bad. We beat y'all by 19. How bad was we playing if we beat y'all by 19? What are you
What are y'all
talking
doing?
about, bro?
Yeah,
Y'all
why
just
would you
be
say
chatting,
that?
and I get it. You got your net fan goggles on. You feel me? So you don't want to give us credit where credit is due. I understand that, bro. But that's nasty work. That's a nasty take. Y'all got beat by 19. And to address this comment, you know why is going to change? Because these games ain't even been close, right? Because I debate the net fans and net fans like to be, oh, we beat y'all 9 in a row. Oh no, this is Jay said something too on a Facebook post that I wanted to address. I was waiting for today to address this. He's like, oh, it was 9 in a row, but y'all still had belief that y'all could beat the Nets though. Oh, y'all shouldn't have really believed that. I was like, the difference is in all 9 games, those were close, most of them, except for 2. One was by 12, the other one was by 25. Y'all won by average of 7 points. In the last 3 games, we win by average of 20. That's why I believe, because 7-point difference is not big to cover up. But a 20-point difference, that's domination.
Mm-hmm.
That's domination. There's a difference. Y'all was skating by. A lot of those wins was 2 points, 3 points, 5 points. What ballooned the average up to 7 is the 25-point game. But really, the average should be around like 5 points a game if you take out that one game, right? So that's the difference. And as far as the record being 107 or
108.
104,
Yeah.
KD and Kyrie ain't coming to save y'all. If it's not a drastic change to y'all team, y'all gonna get this whipping for quite some time. Cause JB ain't going nowhere no time soon. Julius Randle ain't going nowhere no time soon. Y'all gonna get this work for quite some time.
I just want to say that.
And y'all was getting and Nick Clax was getting worked by Hartenstein. Not even Mitchell Robinson. Jack Vaughn had to take Nick Clax out the game early because Hartenstein was moving him out the way. He had to put Day'Ron Sharp in.
Mm-hmm.
So ain't nothing coming to save y'all, bro. If it ain't no major changes to y'all team, and I don't see no reason why y'all gonna start winning, because like I said, out of the last 3 wins, we're winning by an average of 20 points. 20 points. These games are not even close. They're not competitive. In the fourth quarter, your starters are sitting on the bench watching the rest of the clock run down. How many Knicks games that you saw when y'all had y'all win streak that our starters was on the bench in crucial moments of the game at the last minutes? One. One game. And that's the one y'all won by 25. But all the other games went down to the wire. With KD and Kyrie playing or without them playing, they all went down to the wire. That's the difference between when y'all was winning and what we're doing now. This is domination.
I want to say
By
that
20 point winning by an average of 20 points is not domination.
Hold on. Let me just bring some context to the conversation. 2 games, 3 max. You talking about
3. Absolutely.
We talking about 9 games, and also let's not forget, KD and Kyrie wasn't there for one of those games. Cam Thomas won that game, so it's not like
I already spoke on that one. Yeah, one.
No, but I want to elaborate, because at the end of the day, it's not like we were in the Garden, which is hostile territory. We all know this. Case in point is we came back from the biggest deficit, which was 25 points ever from any team as far as the Brooklyn Nets to the Knicks. And we beat y'all with Cam Thomas. That had nothing to do with Kevin Durant, nothing to do with Kyrie Irving. So if you're asking me where my hope come from, it's the fact that Cam Thomas is still on the roster. Now, I've seen single-handedly for him, for the most part, beat y'all by himself. I mean, yeah, you could mention all the other players, but we know what he did in that fourth quarter. To your best your defensive player one-on-one, Quentin Grimes. Even if you say it's not him, he did hit the game winner or the game the ice to ice the game. He hit it over Quentin Grimes. And as much as you say that it's an anomaly for him to do that, it's bullshit. If you're a Nets fan, you've seen Cam Thomas hit 2 4-point plays, 2 games back to back for one. For 2, that range where he shot it from, I'm not saying he does that regularly, but to say that it's out of his range is false. It's a lie. Cam Thomas is a hooper, and it's his team more than Mikal Bridges. But to your point, Cam Thomas said his favorite game that he won in the NBA was that game versus the Knicks. In the interview, he said that with JJ Redick. He said, they asked him, what was your favorite game since you got here? He said that comeback versus the Knicks. He said, yo, I thought that was the best game. He said the Brooklyn Nets was in the building. The Brooklyn Nets fans was in the building. We came back. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be my most, my favorite game thus far. So, yeah, I see what P. Hood is talking about. Respectfully, we did lose those games, and I'm not taking nothing away from the Knicks. But I will say this. DSJ impacts winning in a large way. When you look at I don't know the exact stat, I'll find it, but DSJ is we win more times than not with DSJ in the roster. That's a fact. And we were down bad because we didn't have Lonnie Walker, who is another guard that we need. And that being said, yeah, injuries did affect the outcome of that game. But to say that y'all didn't beat us is just bullshit. Y'all won that game fair and square. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking nothing away from y'all. But to say that, this is where I disagree with you. If you think that our team healthy and not healthy is the same, I ain't gonna try to convince you. I'm gonna just tell you that we got a good chance at beating the Knicks next month, because the way we play with Lonnie Walker and DSJ, Lonnie Walker's is that spark off the bench where we don't have no dry spots on the offensive side of the ball, and DSJ pushes the pace where we would want Ben Simmons to push it, but he's not there. Ben Simmons plays 6 out of 29 games, like I said earlier. DSJ, he played more than half of the games, but he's not necessarily healthy like that as well, because he also has a lingering back injury. Every time you look at the injury report and you look at DSJ in his back, he don't have no other injuries. So I'm saying all that to say that these injuries are serious. But that being said, listen, we got a lot of games to play before we get to the Knicks.
Before you start moving on to the next topic like you normally do, is some things I gotta address in that very long soliloquy. You mentioned the Cam Thomas game, and again I reiterate, that was still a different vibe for that team. KD was still a part of that organization. You feel me? It was a different belief of that team. Y'all still had championship aspirations because KD was still a part of that team. It was a different vibe. The vibe ain't the same no more. And as far as you mentioning the injuries on your team, we weren't healthy. You talking about the best offensive rebounder in the NBA was not playing, and his backup was not playing. And we still handled business.
Who's backup was not playing? Who backup?
Jericho Sims. We playing 39-year-old Taj Gibson, bro. 39-year-old Taj Gibson. And we missing the best offensive rebounder in the NBA. So again, not hearing, I don't care if Dennis Smith Jr. is gonna play. He's not gonna help y'all offensively, bro. And that's where
we don't need him to.
Defensively ain't gonna be his defense. He's not gonna stop JB. Your best chance of stopping Jalen Brunson is putting somebody like Mikal Bridges on him with size.
Nah, DSJ, you don't credit DSJ to what he do. Do you watch the next game? Do you?
I watched some.
Did you see DSJ play in these games?
But I'm also telling you, I watched Jalen Brunson and what he does to guards around his size.
But did you watch DSJ?
Work. Yes, I watched some. I don't watch all. I watched some. I've seen him play, and I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed. But what I will tell you this: I see what Jalen Brunson to do to guards that's around his size. Crazy work. It don't even be close. Crazy work.
Okay, they ain't DSJ, so
all right. You're going to see a month from now. You're going to see from a month from now.
We will see.
I mean?
We will.
And P Hood, I took a picture of you guaranteeing that y'all gonna win next month. Because when y'all lose, I'm petty. I'm pulling up receipts. Is a difference. Your team don't have the same swagger since KD and Kyrie's gone. There's a difference. The guys who were there don't have the same swagger anymore. Now Cam Thomas, now you know I ain't got no smoke for boy, but he's shooting everything. Like Cam Thomas is shooting everything. He don't care who guarding him. If it's a bad shot, a good shot, he taking fadeaway shots.
That's a lot,
bro. Well, from what I've seen in the games that I've seen, especially the games that y'all lost, your boy was wilding. I guess maybe he's trying to make up for the fact that Lonnie Walker's not there. I don't know. But from what I've seen, he's been shooting everything, bro.
Cam Thomas is averaging Cam Thomas is averaging 13 plus points from last season. He averaged 10 points last season. He's averaging
I'm
about.
not arguing that.
No,
That's not what I was saying.
I'm not saying you arguing that. I'm just making a statement. What I'm saying is about Cam Thomas is Cam Thomas shot attempts did go up because Lonnie Walker is not there. Cam Thomas is the best scorer on this team by far. So case in point is right now, Cam Thomas can do no wrong at the end of the day. He's a better scorer. Mikal Bridges is supposed to be the one guy. He's not. Cam Thomas had to be the one guy because Mikal Bridges is not the one guy. That's what it is. Case in point is anytime that we needed Cam Thomas to step up, even games that we lost, we were in the game with a possibility to win the game because of Cam Thomas. The whole team not scoring. Cam Thomas is scoring. Why they? Because no matter who scores on the opposing team, 2 points is 2 points, 3 points is 3 points. So while they going on, they run as a team. Cam Thomas is going on to run as a player, hoping 7-0 runs versus this team, 7-0 runs versus that team. Teams have to call timeouts because of the runs that Cam Thomas put the Brooklyn Nets on. Now, whether what they do after the timeout is another thing. But the point is, the vibe of the team is good. We got a good bench mob. We're not worried about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, everybody know he ain't got no loyalty to nothing. We're not worried about him. As far as the team being cohesive, yeah, we got work to do. But to say that we the same team, healthy and unhealthy, it's just not true. When DSJ and Lonnie Walker is in the lineup, we hooping. DFS is a good player for sure. And yeah, he might not be able to guard power forwards on an elite level, but for the most part, he defends well. That being said, we got a good roster. We definitely need a different defensive scheme for us to be more competitive. And some of that ain't on the players. Some of it is. But as a just watching from where I'm at, I could see that we're going to get consistency out of Cam Thomas. Mikal Bridges can shoot his way out of that shooting slump. He got to deal with the ins and outs of being a player. We talking about Mikal Bridges in the first 30 games, last 28 games perspective. Mikal Bridges hasn't even been a player for the Brooklyn Nets for one entire whole season. He hasn't even played 82 games with the Brooklyn Nets. So as a Nets fan, I always say it, and again, like I said, I'm not here trying to convince no Knicks fans, but Nets fans, you can't just try to up and trade everybody when they're not playing well. And I think that's part of our problem as a team and a fan base. You think it's cool to just, okay, they're not playing well, trade them. But what success has it got us? You see what KD and Kyrie did. They came, restructured our whole team. It didn't make us successful. My opinion is for us to stay cohesive, try to find a core, a group of guys that we're going to stay with, and then do plug and plays with certain players. That's a whole different discussion, but you definitely got to keep Cam Thomas. You want to keep Lonnie Walker. You want to keep Mikal and Cam, even though they're not playing well. You want to keep Clax. DFS, I like him. I'll be honest with you, I like our whole roster. I want to see it work more than I want to see a trade. And I put that on Jacques Vaughn. Jacques Vaughn has to be a better defensive coach. The offensive side of the ball, I don't even really credit Jacques Vaughn like that. Honestly, I just look at it like these players, they fit in to do that because that's their game. So that being said, yeah, we got to represent the city better, man. We got that home game at the Barclays, and yeah, that was good, but I ain't giving up on this team. I think that I don't want the fans to give up on this team. I want us to take our lumps and bruises, go through what we got to go through. We've been here before. We've seen worse teams, worse rosters, worse situations. There's no reason for us to panic. I am here as a Nets fan to tell you, do not panic. Yes, have a sense of urgency. Yes, but to panic, no. So I feel like going into next game, we beat Detroit, but that ain't saying much. But I do think that we get back in that win column and we stay there for a little bit. The true test is versus the Bucks. We play them, I think, Wednesday.
Yo, before I address this comment, again, nobody. Cam Thomas has a well above average ability to make tough shots, and that gets him to go on these runs. And I'm not discrediting him for that. What I was saying is that he shoots a lot, and a lot of times he takes bad shots. He's just good at making bad shots. And sometimes, from the games that I've actually tuned in, some of those bad shots be run stoppers for y'all or momentum killers. You feel me? Or momentum builders for the other team. But
No, I
to
don't feel
address,
you. I don't feel you.
that's fine. You don't have to. I get it. You got your Netflix goggles on.
No. I
But
watch the games. You say
yeah,
you watch some.
so
I watch all.
yeah, all right. You got your Netflix goggles on. But okay, addressing P Hood's comment, you said you watch Dennis Smith Jr. cook who on the Hornets. You watch him cook him where? Where? Because they only played twice, right? That was one time when Dennis Smith Jr. was on the Knicks. Jalen Brunson only played like 10 minutes, right? The second time was when DFS was on. Dennis Smith Jr. was on the Hornets, and Jalen Brunson had 27, 7 rebounds, and 13 assists. Cooked who? Cooked who? When has Dennis Smith Jr. ever in the history of life cooked Jalen Brunson? Please post some stats, some evidence, or something. Because 27, 7, and 13 don't sound like somebody who just got cooked. It sounds like somebody that was in there getting his Gordon Ramsay on. He had the apron on that said "Kiss the Cook," had the hat and everything. This is nasty work. Y'all just be saying stuff, bro. I understand you a Net fan. You got to believe in your guy, but you can't be making stuff up, bro. That's just nasty work. You know what I mean? But moving on. Moving on. Yeah, you know, we got my team, as I was talking about earlier. We do struggle. The misconception of us struggling with beating over 500 teams is wrong, right? Our problem is beating the elite teams, right? Because there's levels to 500, right? You got teams that are 500, that's middle of the pack. And then you got the cream of the crop, usually the top 3 to 4 teams in the league, right? Those are the teams that we have trouble beating. And from what I watch, it has mostly to do on the defensive end, which is weird. And I know what the issue is. You know, is we got guys on our team that play above their size, pause. But when it comes down to it, when you're playing these elite teams, they usually have a versatile wing that's around 6'6" to 6'8" range that could go get buckets, and those usually the guys that we have trouble with, and we need to fix that. You feel me? We need to fix that. And elite teams are usually in today's NBA great 3-point shooting teams, and the way we defend is protecting the paint first, and against elite shooting teams that usually be our detriment. You know what I mean? So we gotta fix that. We played the Bucks again for the 4th time in 20. Well, we had 28 games. In 28 games, we played the Bucks for the 4th time, right? And we haven't beat them yet this season. And from what I'm seeing and what I've seen, I'm not confident going into Monday, to be honest. You know what I mean? Going into tomorrow on Christmas, I'm not confident. Because that's an issue that we have to address. And especially when we're down Mitchell Robinson and Jericho Sims, and they have bona fide 7-foot players on that team that can rebound the ball. That is something that hurt us, especially in our last game. We got that. I don't know if we're going to make a trade. I don't know what the case may be, but we gotta find a way to fix that. You feel me? We gotta find a way to fix that. There's rumors about us and DeJounte. There's rumors about everybody, bro. Every time there's somebody that might be traded, the Knicks is always thrown in there. And new to that list is DeJounte Murray. I don't know. I don't know. The kid is good defensively. I like the way he played defense. He's a little skinny for my liking. Pause. Uh, it won't be bad, but I just don't know if I like trading for him. You feel me? I don't know if I like that. But we
Um,
definitely got to fix that problem, though.
yeah, no, I heard some of the same. I heard the same thing for the Brooklyn Nets. Us losing and us being 14 and 15. Nets fans on Twitter going ham. Oh, trade for this one, trade for that one. They saying get Laurie Marketing. I don't think it's possible. I think he played for two Eastern Conference teams with Chicago and Cleveland. Didn't get much minutes or run. Went out there to Utah. He became the main man. Became an MIP. I think Laurie Marketing finished his career in the West, to say the least. That being said, I don't think that'll happen. Deontay Murray definitely interesting for the Brooklyn Nets because we lack perimeter defense, and that's what Deontay Murray brings. So I definitely was trying to entertain that conversation. I don't know how they would pack post. I don't know how they would make that deal happen, but let's see. Let's see. I just wanted to say that my predictions were very wrong from last time we were here. But my predictions for this week, not that we wrapping up, I just don't want to forget to say this.
Yeah.
Detroit, we got to go in there and take care of business, man. I mean, they got 2 wins. We really fighting for something. You know what I mean? They look like they tanking for a draft pick or some shit. I don't know what they doing. We need to win that game. Then we go Milwaukee. That's a home game for us. We play them. So I guess they play Monday night with the
Yeah.
and then they play us Wednesday night. I even see Jay Crowder at the game last night. He was at the Brooklyn Nets game. So whatever. Shout out to him. So yeah, Milwaukee, we can beat them. You know what I'm saying? We played them tough, and then when we did lose, it wasn't like you said about the Knicks and the Nets. It wasn't like a blowout. It was like a single digit game. We were in it up until the end of the game. And yeah, we got a chance at beating them. So I don't mind being wrong. I'm gonna say we're gonna be 2-0 after that Milwaukee Buck game. Friday, we played the Washington Wizards. They are trash. They kind of like Detroit. They got Poole and Kuzma there, a bunch of players that don't care. They got a real young kid there. I think he's a rookie. He's a hooper. I think he's going to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he's in the NBA for a reason. Skinny kid, looked like he could put on some weight. I think his name is Bilal or something like that. He got one of them funny names. But he could definitely play. I imagine he gets his numbers, but I don't see them beating us. And that's the 3 games we got until we come back Saturday. Even if we come back Sunday, which we play OKC next Sunday, but that game would come on at 7 p.m. and we will be back before that. So we got 3 games. I think we could be 3-0 on our way back. You want me to pull your schedule up, C-Time, or you got it already?
You could, so they could see it. But just a comment on y'all schedule real quick. I think I beat Pistons because, bro, y'all better not lose to the Pistons. That's all I'm gonna say. Right? Mm-hmm. All I'm gonna say. You better not lose to the Pistons, man. But I got y'all beating the Pistons. The Bucks, y'all gonna lose that game, bro. The Wizards, they're dirt. So yeah, I got y'all winning that. So I got y'all 2-1 coming back to the show next week. Where am I? Hold on.
You got Monday.
As far as we go, yeah, I could barely see it on my end. You know what I mean?
Okay, but, Milwaukee, OKC, Orlando before we get back.
So Milwaukee, like I said, not confident in that game. You feel me? I have seen nothing from the Knicks in the last, especially the last 2, that can convince me that we're gonna beat these guys. I hope I'm wrong, obviously. So I got that as an L for us. The Thunder, another really good team, but I think we could beat them. So I got us beating the Thunder. And Orlando started off the season good, but as of late, they've been getting washed up. And I think we're going to beat them. You feel me? I think we're going to beat Orlando. And I think it's a statement game, too, because of what Kenny, the Jet Smith, said about the Knicks and Pablo Banchero saying that the Knicks don't have nobody on the team better than Pablo Banchero. I think Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson both is going to go off that game and have really big games, and we're going to beat them. So I got us coming back into next week at, oh yeah, we play the Pacers Saturday, but that's at 7 p.m. Uh, I got the Knicks coming back 2-1. I got the Knicks coming back 2-1 next week with a loss to the Bucks. I hope I'm wrong about that tomorrow. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, shit, man, that's a Christmas game. They made us the day before Christmas and the day after Christmas. You know what I mean? So to me, that's the biggest effect of KD and Kyrie not being. Because remember, they didn't play a lot of games together. So the biggest thing to me was more so that we were on TV more nationally. But Katie and Kyrie again, they weren't consistent as a duo. They didn't play a lot of games together. So as much as I cheered for them to be the best, I knew it takes actual experience and teammates winning and losing together for y'all to be able to compete when the time comes. Pause. That being said, when I look at the top 6 teams, to be in all fairness, it's a tough top 6. That 7 through 10 team, do I think they can move the needle and possibly get in that top 6? The Chicago Bulls, no, I don't think they ever
dirt.
gonna be in the top 6. The Cleveland Cavaliers, I'm gonna say no because of the injury to Darius Garland. I think they're still gonna continue to put up wins, but I still gonna have them
And
closer to
Mobley hurt too.
who?
Mobley hurt too.
Mobley hurt too, so bro, I got them staying between 7 and 10. I don't got them lower than 7 and 10. I got them around 7 and 10. Atlanta, Toronto, Charlotte, and Washington, I think they stay in NBA hell. Detroit Pistons too, you know what I mean? I think they stay there. They a play out team. The Indiana Pacers, interesting team, very interesting team. Very high octane on offense. They average 126 and a half points on offense, but they give up 125.8 on defense. Excuse me, which makes them a mid team. They're 14 and 14. I think they stay between 7 and 10, probably between 8 and 9, more than like 10 and 11. I think they toggle between 8 and 9. I think it's the perfect opportunity for the Brooklyn Nets to move up and toggle between 7 and 6. I see that for the Brooklyn Nets in the immediate future, in the near future. I don't think that we get past 5 and for a while. But to T Tom's point, I do think that the magic is running out for Orlando. You know what I mean? I don't know if they could sustain this winning for 82 games. And that's what I was saying. I knew they was going to hit the ground running. They got a young team. They, you know what I mean? They beat Boston a few times last season. I knew they was going to come in the regular season with that energy, ready to play. And they were. You know, them at 4th seed is not a fluke. But do they sustain that for the entire 82 game season? I don't know. But I do think they can make the playoffs in the 7th, 8th situation. I think they're going to be a playing team. But before we get back next week, I think the standings change because maybe Philly might take that 2 spot over Milwaukee because the Bucks might take some losses. Definitely one to the Brooklyn Nets. Can't really speak for the Knicks, but definitely Nets. That being said, Miami, they playing good basketball, bro. They got a good unit. I mean, a good coaching system over there. So you know, they 17 and 12, and I don't think that's a
Well,
fluke.
so you know, to my point about the Orlando Magic, they are 4 and 6 in their last 10.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the Magic is like you said, the Magic is wearing off. I've seen teams that they in the beginning of the season that they were beating convincingly, they losing to now. Um, and I think they dropped down to somewhere around the 8th or 9th seed by the time the season is over. Uh, the Indiana Pacers, I think they caught the league by surprise with their offensive punching power. Uh, I think nobody was expecting that from them. to be able to put up the kind of points that they were able to put up in the beginning of the season. And their magic is kind of running off as well. They're 4-6 in their last 10 as well. So I can't place where they're going to be just because they score as much as they do. I know that they're probably going to be a play-in team. As far as can they reach the 6th seed? Yeah, they can, because like I said, they can score a lot, but they can't defend worth shit. They can't defend worth shit. And a reporter said, I can't remember the guy's name, but it was a reporter that says a large reason for their defensive woes is Obi Toppin. He's a large reason why they near the bottom of the NBA as far as defensive rating goes. Which, I wish Obi success. I ain't got no smoke for the kid, but I've seen a lot of Knicks, like quite a few Knicks fans and sports writers talk shit about the Knicks for trading Obi Toppin for 2 second-round draft picks. But the front office is kind of looking like they're right now, what you call it? As far as the Cavaliers go, with the loss of Mobley and Garland, I think they still got Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell could keep them afloat in some games. You know what I mean? So they might not drop off too far, but I don't see them making a big leap. Miami Heat is playing really good basketball right now. I can't even front on them. If they stay healthy, I can see them staying around the 5th seed, the 4th or 5th seed. As far as the Knicks go, I really think we could take that 4th seed. We just got to get past the Milwaukee Bucks again. Once we get past that Milwaukee game, I think all will be right with us getting back in the winning column again.
Hold on. Frash said Breezy and P Hood, make sure y'all got my money ready come April. Y'all not getting 45 wins. I said what I said, and I stand on what I said. I still feel like we could get 45 wins, and be specific about the money. Don't be changing the money. I bet your ass $5. And I know I only bet you $5 because I'm not necessarily a betting man. But I said I will bet you because for the culture, and I'll bet you because I believe in my team. So I bet you $5. So don't make it seem like April coming out. Oh, your ass 200 gazillion bazillion dollars. No. And that's if we lose the bet, because I still feel like we can win 45 wins.
I will speak for Fraz because me and Fraz are the same in this regard. I don't care if it was $1. I'm gonna talk to you crazy like you owe me 1,000. I don't care. I want my money.
I'm not saying that. I just want him, instead of putting money, instead of saying money, say $5.
Nah. I want my money.
No, I don't know, because numbers get confused. No, Breezy, it wasn't that. You said 20. Oh, no. Be specific about how much money it exactly is, because I remember I said I bet your ass $5 because I'll do it for the culture, but I ain't betting you no more than that, because I'm not necessarily a betting man. I'm not even doing it on FanDuel or DraftKings or none of that shit like that every day. Like, I might make a bet, but
me and Uncle Seb be making bets, and I bet him $1, and he called me the same way. Yeah, he talked to me the same way. Yo, send me my money. It'll be $1, bro. It's not a. I get what you're saying. You don't want the numbers to get confused, but the reason he's saying like that, it's not about the money total. It's about just taking your money.
No. I don't mind that he said it like that. I just want to be clear because, like you said, you see how you had to scroll back and find out what Leaf said. I'm not doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, case in point is, we got it right here. It's on the screen. You see that he said betting $5, not believing in your team. No, that's not true. I just told you how I am as a man. Outside of that, I'm not at the casino. I'm not in Connecticut. I'm not in the Bronx. I'm not shaking up dice on the corner. Rolling CeeLo. Pause. I'm not doing. Don't do that, because Josh Hart is unexplainable, and I ain't bring that shit up on the podcast. But what he did was unexplainable.
He's out of pocket. He's out of pocket. He's
Yeah,
out of
so
pocket.
that shit was nowhere near that. So case in point is we ain't shaking dice, rolling craps, rolling CeeLo. We not fucking doing baccarat. We ain't doing none of that shit. All we doing is betting $5, and I want my money. When we get 45 wins, I said 45 wins plus. So if we 45 wins, you ain't gotta look for me.
Yeah.
I'ma come look for you.
Yeah. All I know, I say where I would talk to Barry. Barry already told me what's up. That's between me and him. But when I see him, I'm gonna tell him the same shit. I want my money.
I don't think I'm gonna have to pay for that test. I don't think I'm gonna have to pay him. He might have to pay me.
I think you will. I think you will have to pay him.
He gonna pay me.
I think I get back to 500, but after that, y'all going right back under 500.
Nah.
How long y'all stay there, I don't know. But yeah, y'all going right back to 500. Y'all gonna go back to 500, beating the Pistons, and the Bucks are gonna wow y'all up. And yeah, going back down to under 500.
I mean, we heard your predictions. So my predictions is we want to come back 17-15. That will make us 2 games above 500.
Yo, P Hood, respectfully, right? Respectfully, we are 1 game away from the 4th seed, bro. Respectfully. Like, what you mean what happened to it? We 1 game away from it. Like, look at the standards is right in front of your eyes, my boy. And we get to play these guys. Like, and we get to play those guys. You feel me? We get a chance to beat those guys that's in the 4th seed. So yeah, we ain't too far. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's what I said last night on my stream. Because I don't want to say we was celebrating beating the Detroit Pistons, but we was happy as hell. Listen, 4 through 9, a lot of things could change up. You know, I think that 1, 2, 3 seems solid. I don't think it's going to be much of a change between 1, 2, and 3. Right now, that 3-game gap is a strong 3-game gap, in my opinion. But 4 through 9 look like it's going to mix up. I don't believe the Chicago Bulls going to mix up. I think they still going to be a bad team. I'm really kind of surprised that Atlanta is playing so bad, but it goes to show, to my point about not trading players just to get a quote-unquote better player, because when they had Kevin Huerter, they were winning more games than Dejounte Murray. But is Dejounte Murray a better player than Kevin Huerter? Yes. But a fit, Kevin Huerter is a better fit than Dejounte Murray. Regardless of what they may say, I'm just looking at the numbers, and I don't watch Atlanta games to debate much, but shit.
No.
They 12-17 right now, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
To piggyback off of that, pause. You're right, because I've watched some, because you know I'll be on FanDuel, I'll be on DraftKings, so I'm interested in a lot more different basketball games that I'm normally interested in. You feel me? So I catch myself watching Atlanta games because I either bet for or against them. And it's about fit. It's truly about fit. I don't think Murray and Trae Young is a good fit. I think they play my turn, your turn basketball way too much. And their defense is not really good. The team as a whole is piss poor defensively. But to that point, I feel the same way about the Knicks. You know, you got the big media talk heads, pause, saying that the Knicks need to hurry up and make these gigantic moves. And when they say these things, it's about how does this person fit? Does this person fit how we play basketball? Does this person fit the culture and the work ethic of the team? You know, because everybody on the team pretty much is like speak to the same accord and speak the same way about mentioning and about how they think the team should go and how they move, which is really emulating what the coach said. You know what I mean? So do they fit that? Do they fit the way we play basketball? That was my main, thing that I wasn't too hurt about losing Obi Toppin, because I felt like he didn't fit the way that we play basketball. Obi fits better as what the Indiana Pacers is trying to do. They're trying to
Mhm.
run the ball fast. They're trying to score as much points as they can, as quickly as they can, not really caring too much about the defensive end, right? Uh, uh, and I don't want that happening to us, like what's happening to what I feel.
I'm gonna just block this joint right here.
Yeah, that looked like some spam right there. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but what you would call it? Yeah, I don't want that to happen to us, especially with. I don't think Dejounte Murray really fits what we do. You feel me? Laurie Marketing, on the other hand, he's somebody else that was connected with the Knicks. He's gonna cost too much. Utah is not giving him up cheap. You feel me? He's going to be a lot of moving parts in that trade unless we can swindle somebody in a three-team trade to give up players and we just give up mostly assets. It's not going to happen, right? Uh, it was it was a few other people names that popped up, but I truly don't feel like nobody that they mentioned uh, besides OG Anunoby really fits the Knicks, right? And I feel like even OG is going to cost more than I'm willing to give up, right? So that's why I'm a proponent of building, like making smart trades for lower caliber players that fit your team and acquiring the bigger stars through the not stars but the more prominent names through free agency. You know what I mean? Because you won't have to break up what you're building to acquire those guys, right? So that's what I want to see.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Again, this will be the first season that we don't do a trade if we don't do a trade. But from what I've seen as a vlogger, trades don't really help the Brooklyn Nets much. You know, it takes away from our chemistry, what we build in. It's hard for us to have a core. You know what I'm saying? He said, ask Breezy to talk about Spencer Dinwiddie struggles. Uh, he don't know how to throw a lob to Clax, and that's impacting the team on the offensive side of the ball, even taking away from what Clax can do. When Harden left, Clax was mad because of this very reason. You know, Harden used to throw crisp passes to Nick Claxton for the alley oop. And it's part of his bag. It's part of Nick Claxton's bag to be a lob threat. Until Dinwiddie improves with that, he's going to struggle. Or as a team, we're going to struggle. To be honest with you, because Ben Simmons, a lot of us banked on Ben Simmons. Well, the Brooklyn Nets banked on Ben Simmons. Y'all really know how I feel about Ben Simmons, but that's neither here nor there. But that being said, we banked on Ben Simmons being our number one point guard, kind of being what Kidd was to the Nets. That's not what it is. He is not Jason Kidd. He's not even Jason's grandkid. He's not Jason's grandkid. He's not that. And one thing again, a blaring stat is the games played. Jason Kidd was a very consistent player, played more games than he didn't, and you can't say the same for Ben Simmons. Case in point is Spencer, he is streaky. He'll have a bunch of good games. Well, he'll have 17 and 14, and then he'll, lay an egg. You know what I'm saying? So with Spence, he's definitely a catalyst to us winning and losing some nights, and that's because our guard play is short, not having Ben Simmons and Lonnie Walker, which are, and sometimes DSJ. Sometimes DSJ, we just got DSJ back. It's not like we losing all of these games with DSJ. DSJ is part of the reason why we weren't winning some of these games because of what he brings. He's a spark off the bench. He pushes the pace. He goes to the basket and draws contact. He gets to the free throw line. He can dish when he gets to the paint. He could kick out for the three once he gets to the paint. DSJ is the best point guard. Well, I won't say best. He's a good point guard for the Nets. But Spencer, his natural position, in my opinion, isn't necessarily a point guard. He's more of an off guard. Not necessarily a two guard where you want him chucking up a bunch of shots, but you definitely want to put him more of a catch and shoot player, more of, all right, we giving you the ball, make something happen, opposed to him trying to facilitate. He can, but at the end of the day, where he looked like he's comfortable with, is that off guard position. You know what I mean? So I hope I answered your Nick fan question. You know what I mean? So that being said, yeah, we take the good and bad with Spence, but to wrap it up with him, if we were going to trade, I think it's going to be him. You know, I think we do right by Spencer Dinwiddie. We don't send him to the Wizards like we did last time. We make sure that it's probably a sign and trade where he gets the bag. He's up for contract. We didn't re-sign him. I continue to think it won't. I don't know what the Brooklyn Nets are going to do. To be honest, I think they're one of the most unpredictable organizations in the league right now. But that being said, that's what it is with Spence. But he doesn't make or break the team, but he does impact it greatly. But we still can win him or without him. But if you're asking whether I'd rather have him or not, I'd rather have Spencer on the team. He's
So
one of the most consistent players, so I like it.
I got a question because I haven't seen you since I've seen the comment. You mentioned Nick Claxton and him being happy, so that's why I'm asking this question. The comment about him going into free agency, I just want to go where I'm wanted, where I feel wanted. I mean, I don't know how to take that. Like from the outside looking in, but he also did say that he wanted his priority is to stay in Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken. But to make a comment like that is kind of, eye-opening and jarring. Because if you felt wanted where you're at, that's not a statement that you will make. You feel me? Like saying, I just want to go where I feel wanted. What's your thoughts on that?
I think he playing the long game. You know, this would be his first big contract. And if I did a voiceover, it would say, I want to go where I'm getting paid the most. Because I don't know who's going to win and when they're going to win. So pay me. You know what I mean? I'm valuable. And y'all pay Cam Johnson. And if y'all going to pay him, pay me. Ben Simmons is getting 40 mil a season. If y'all going to pay him, pay me. And he has every right to feel that way. If we want to pay Cam Johnson and Ben Simmons and then turn around and not pay Clax, as a team, I think as an organization, we look bad because Clax brings more value to the Brooklyn Nets than Cam Johnson and Ben Simmons. So
and y'all drafted him, right?
Yes, he's a draft pick. He's the 31st draft pick. I think 2017. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But no, not 2017, maybe 2018. It's one of them. But case in point is, yeah, when you drafted by a team, you kind of want to ride it out with them if you can't pose. But at the end of the day, it's a business. The NBA is a business. We can't pretend like it's not. It is. You know what I'm saying? And I, for one, know that he's going to be talking to his agent. You understand? He's going to be like, yo, I love the Brooklyn Nets, but they paying me. You know what I mean? I feel like the other 29 teams in the NBA are going to shop Nick Claxton. Ain't no way nobody in the NBA isn't interested in having Claxton on a roster. There is going to be a market for Claxton. But because he did say, I love it here, I think he basically saying, if Sean Marks and the Brooklyn Nets, if Joe Tsai and the Brooklyn Nets, if they get it, if they all get it right, Clara, Tsai, if y'all all get it right, I will stay. But he's seen what happened to Bruce Brown. You understand what I'm saying? He's seen what happened to Spencer Dinwiddie. He's seen things. So he's speaking from an educated place based on the business side of it. And remember, his father was in the NBA. He might have only played 2 games, but his father know enough to know the business side of basketball. So they telling Claxton, listen, you can stay, but do what's best for you and your family because this is a business first. So I think that's more so what you heard from that comment. That's my expert opinion about Claxton's comment. I think that the Brooklyn Nets should prioritize Nick Claxton. That's how I feel. But I'm pretty much not that I'm done. It's just that it's the day before Christmas. I got to do a bunch of moving around. You know what I'm saying? But talk to me, man. Talk to me.
No, I get it. Man, I think y'all not re-signing Bruce Brown was a huge mistake. A huge mistake. But
We
Yeah,
didn't
y'all
resign
not.
him because we thought Ben Simmons was going to do what Bruce Brown was doing and more, but that's not true. So we
You
missed
know,
out on that's for sure.
we had many conversations on this show, and I told you that this was going to happen to Ben Simmons. I said it's either two things: his back is really hurt. That means he's always going to be hurt because back
Mm,
injuries don't go away. Or
mm,
two, he don't want to play basketball, and that's still not good.
mm,
Either way you slice it. So yeah, 40 mil for to be in street clothes is kind of crazy, man.
yeah.
That's why I said like his contract is equivalent to what Jerome James was getting paid back in the day for the Knicks to sit on the bench. Like that's why I said like he's going to be our Jerome James, bro. Like Jerome James sat on the bench, collected crazy bucks. And Ben Simmons is doing that for y'all right now. He plays just enough to get his check.
Yeah, I don't even vlog about Ben Simmons no more. You know what I mean? He played 6 out of 29 games. What is there to say? Somebody asked me to bring him up yesterday, and I was like, all right, well, since y'all have to hear me talk about it. Last night, Ben Simmons had 0 points, 0 boards, 0 minutes. That's what he did. I'm not even talking about him no more. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
what I will say is, listen, man, shout to T-Time, man. Shout to the chat. Y'all won the city game. I ain't ducking no smoke. I'm not trying to deflect. And no. Y'all won that game. I'm not saying it's because of injuries.
Yeah.
The roster played the roster. Y'all won. But I do not think that y'all going to beat us next month on the 23rd. I do not. I really feel.
Yeah, we definitely gonna beat y'all again.
Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button,
we
please.
definitely gonna beat y'all again. I'm disappointed in Leaf.
Don't worry,
Disappointed
Leaf
in
will be back. He'll be back.
I'm disappointed in him because he said gonna have his hands full with Julius Randle. My man dropped 26. That sound like pause. That sound like a handful. Pause. Right? Like, yeah. I mean, I just was hoping my guy pulled up, man. I mean, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody else who poked up Brock Work, P Hud. Shout out to y'all for pulling up and trying to, and this is Jay, my guy. Shout out to y'all for
Brock
trying
Work,
for
Jay.
showing face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For showing face. But yeah, man.
Angelo Blue
pulled up. Shout out to my Knicks fans that was in the building.
Oh shit,
Jimmy
Jay
gave one
Jada here.
flag.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw. I put it on the screen.
What up, Jay?
My guy, Rocco. You know what I mean? But yeah, are we gonna win, man? Because these games ain't even been close, man. They haven't even been challenging. And I think nothing. I haven't seen anything that's gonna change that. You feel me? I haven't seen anything that's gonna change that. Especially if y'all not healthy. You feel me? Especially if y'all don't roll out with a full roster. Ain't nothing gonna change. I don't think it's gonna change with y'all roster being full, but especially if y'all undermanned, handing out work. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be right back here talking shit like I always do. You feel me? Because it's funny because I saw somebody say, I think it was P Hood, this is y'all championship. Like, bro, y'all complain when we said the same thing about y'all. But the difference is y'all had actual championship aspirations. Y'all went into the season believing that y'all could win a championship, and y'all settled for beating the Knicks, right? So
No,
y'all settled for beating the Knicks because y'all didn't win no championship. You
no,
had
but
to
we
settle.
didn't settle. That we didn't settle. That's another day at the office. We take care. That's what we were doing. We were beating the Knicks. It's another day at the office.
I guess that office is closed. I guess it's closed. That business went out of business.
It opened back up. We're gonna get that 108.
Yeah.
If y'all sweep us, y'all tie. I don't think y'all tie going into next season. I don't. I think we.
I don't.
Even if
I
it's
don't know
one game, y'all don't sweep us. We sweep y'all. Y'all don't sweep us.
I don't know what you've seen in the last 3 games that made you believe that y'all gonna beat us. But I guess keep hope alive. You feel me?
I've seen the Nets healthy. It's not in the last 3 games because we haven't been healthy in the last 3 games. I seen the Nets healthy. I seen us with Lonnie Walker, DSJ. I've seen us healthy, and we are
The
different
last two games last year, nobody was injured. Nobody was injured the last two
Listen,
games last
I'm
year.
not doing this.
Yeah,
Hey, look, if y'all want to take credit for a team that was assembled just 7:00, say the game started
bro,
at 7:30. We assembled the team at 5:00. If y'all want to take
bro,
credit for that, then
bro.
so be it. But y'all was
But
supposed to win
hold
that
on,
game, not
hold
us.
on. Yeah,
It was for
yeah,
y'all to win, not
but
us.
now we beat y'all this season. Y'all had a whole off season and all that. And you go, oh, but we weren't healthy. The Knicks weren't healthy either. So
Nah, I didn't do that, bro. I gave y'all credit. Don't make it seem like I ain't come up here,
no,
give y'all credit, say y'all got
listen,
the win. I did say that, but I'm giving y'all the truth, saying that we weren't healthy.
and I'm saying the Knicks weren't healthy either. We weren't.
We will see. We definitely
We
going to
weren't.
see on the
So
23rd.
again, I reiterate, I don't know what you saw that made you believe that y'all could beat us. I don't know what you saw. Don't know what you
I
saw.
seen Cam
But
Thomas do it without Katie and Kyrie, and I seen us healthy. That's my
yeah,
answer.
yeah. But since that, with the last three games against the Knicks, what Cam Thomas do?
You said the
I'm
last
about to
time, the last
the
three
last
games
three.
versus the Knicks.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
googling
even
that
think
right
he
now.
played. I don't even think he played one of those games last year.
He
Last year he
did.
didn't. I don't think he was coming off the bench. It was crazy.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, hold on. I got you. Give me 1 second. I got you.
Man, yeah.
Oh, his last three games versus the Knicks, your boy is averaging 14 points. Last three games versus the Knicks. So again, it's different now. You know what I mean? Like it's different now. Y'all got new players. We got new players from when y'all went on that streak. It's different now. You know what I mean?
Listen, that's a jaded stat when I look at it. I went to go look at it myself, and he's
What?
averaging 14 when he played the Knicks because in season 1 he averaged 8, season 2 he averaged
No,
8.
I'm talking
Three
about the last three games.
season.
I'm not even talking. I'm not even talking about
Oh, you
overall.
talking about
Just
the
the
3 games y'all won, but he played y'all more than 3 games.
no. I understand. I understand the point that I'm making. You said you seen Cam Thomas beat us
Yeah,
that one game by himself, and I'm saying in the last three games he ain't been that guy. That guy's been missing in action. The guy that beat us, he ain't been that guy. He played us the last three games, and that's my point.
we going, but I believe in Cam Thomas, and I know he's gonna show up. He did it at the Garden. I mean, he came back from 25 at the Garden. It wasn't even
And
like,
guess
oh,
what?
he doing this because he home. He
Last
got
year
he
he played.
gonna do that work.
Last year he played two games at the Garden at the end of the season, and he scored 7 and 15 points respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I don't. The guy that you're talking about in that game hasn't appeared in the last three games against them.
This is such nasty work to try to end the stream this way because I feel like when we seen those games last season, we all know his playing time got cut in half because of
He played.
Mikal and Cam
He,
Johnson and the trade that happened. We all know as Nets
he
fans,
played 24 games. He played 24 minutes. That's still solid minutes.
and on top of that, Mikal Bridges is part of the reason why we lost that game, not Cam Thomas. I've seen the game. Like I hear
I
you
didn't.
reading the statistics. No,
I
I hear
didn't
you.
say that he's. I didn't say he's the reason y'all lost the game.
No, I
I'm
didn't say
saying
you said that. I'm saying I hear you reading the statistics, but I actually seen the game, and he wasn't the reason why we lost. You know what I mean? So, case in point, far
again.
as him being that guy, he was
I
that
never
guy then.
said.
He's that guy
I,
now,
I
and
never
he did
said
the
he's
Knicks
the
by
reason
himself
that y'all. I
single-handedly.
never said he was the reason that y'all lost the game. But I'm saying the guy that brought y'all back from 25 down hasn't appeared against the Knicks since the trade happened. That's my point. I'm not saying that he's the reason y'all lost because I've watched the games too, obviously. I'm saying the guy that you think that's going to bring y'all to prominence against beating the Knicks have been missing the last three games against the Knicks. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I believe that he will show up that next game for sure. And at the end of the day, shit, we still up 107, 104. So have at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at minimum, or at the max, if all I could do is brag about this 107, 104 record
Because
up until
that's
the
all you
end of
can
the
do.
season, I will. I will
I know,
hold
because
on
that's all you
to it
can.
like my grandmother on Thanksgiving. I will hold on to it like a motherfucking roller coaster ride. You know when a roller coaster ride going up and then shit, oh shit. I will hold on to this shit until the end of the season. Don't let
No,
the
that's
season end.
hilarious.
If we still got the lead, I don't care if it's 107 or 106, if it's
Yo,
108 to 107, I'ma still talk about it
yo,
because it took us a long time to get the lead, and we got the lead, and we ain't
yo,
giving it back.
yo, P Hood. I can't wait till you pull up after the 23rd. I can't wait. I can't wait because I'm going to hear all the excuses and wait till the next game. And yeah, I'm going to hear that. I'm going to hear that. I know. You got to keep hope alive, bro. You a Net fan, and and you know what? I would be disappointed in you and both of y'all if y'all didn't do this. I'll be disappointed. I'll be like, damn, bro, it's like that. Y'all just going, nah, this is what y'all supposed to do. This is what y'all supposed to do. And I'm proud of y'all for doing that. But, but come on, man. I know y'all know. I know y'all
Nah,
know.
I don't know a damn thing. I don't know shit. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm really confident that this team could play good basketball. And I'm again, like I said, I don't go missing when we not playing a good brand of basketball. I watch it from the whether we playing great or not. So case in point is like I said, I'm not saying, oh, y'all won because we weren't healthy. I gave y'all the win. But the truth is, we weren't healthy. So, case in point is, I'm just stating the facts. When the 23rd come, hopefully we a healthy team by then. You know what I'm saying? And yes, Lonnie Walker makes a significant difference. But again, like I said, I don't want to be long-winded. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm done. You know what I mean? Shout to Tea Time. Shout
Yeah,
to the chat. I will be back next Saturday. We get back to the regularly scheduled program in a little, you know what I mean?
yeah,
I don't know if it's gonna be Saturday or Sunday, but from my perspective, expect us Saturday or Sunday. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's pretty much
I'm
what
off.
it was.
I'm off both days. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'll be around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took
If
days
we
off
get
because
y'all,
I
no, go
took
ahead. I'm
days off
listening.
because
Go ahead.
Kalia. Yeah, I took days off because Kalia here.
Oh, shout
You
out to
know, say
Kalia,
how?
man. My favorite
Come
Knicks
on.
fan in the whole wide world. But yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to Kalia. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Kalia.
She don't celebrate and she can't hear you.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, she look just like you, man. Damn.
yeah. You know, my light skinned twin. You heard?
Serious. Yeah, no, she looks
Yeah.
just like you.
Yo, shout out to all y'all. You know what I mean, even though I don't celebrate, happy holidays to all y'all who do. Uh, and we'll see y'all next week. You heard?
Yeah, not peace, y'all. You be back next week.